It's 1:34 a.m. and we've decided we're going to go to Singapore in 3 months.
Stop.
2 months. 2 months. 2.5
months.
Almost 3 months. So we were originally going to look at Thailand, and when we went on to Skyscanner to look at the different flights that were available throughout the beginning of 2018, we discovered that almost every single flight stopped in Singapore first. So we were like, you know what, we might as well just go to Singapore rather than having like a 30-hour journey. We've been warned that it's expensive, but we're going to do everything we can to make that not the case. Like couch surfing and work away and cooking food and going to street places to eat rather than restaurants.
Yep.
And stuff. So there are 2 different options for us to choose from. You have the low fare one, which is $179.90, or you've got the low fare plus option, which is £50 more. But in that £50 you get 2 meals, which usually cost £50 each. You get a reserved seat, which is usually £25 each, and then you also get to check in a bag, which is a price that I didn't actually look up, but by that point we'd already saved money, so we're going to do that. So it's 12-hour flight. The next one that happened, yeah, I know that's the longest flight we've... Oh no, it's not mine.
Longest flight I've ever been on.
I mean, mainly we do 2-hour flights, so it's quite a big difference. We're going to have loads of activities to get us through it.
Like what?
Gardening. So we're leaving at 10:50 in the morning, and we arrive their time at 7 o'clock in the morning. So the total price, including all the taxes and the surcharges, comes to £459.80 for 2 people. Not bad. I mean, that is bad. That's really lots of money, isn't it? Do we require special assistance for our flight?
No, I think so.
No, okay. Passengers under the age of 16 are exempt from air passenger duty in the UK. Please enter date of birth in order to have this removed.
What's air passenger duty?
It's a fare.
Like a fun fare.
Reserve your favourite seats today. Let's do that. Okay, so...
What are my favourite seats?
There's a tip that I found on, I think it was Skyscanner. Said you should reserve 1 window seat and 1 aisle seat, because then no one's going to want to reserve the middle seat, which means that you're less likely for that seat to be filled, which means you actually have the whole row to yourself. If it does end up that someone does book it, you just ask them to swap and they get either the window seat or the aisle seat.
That's good.
Yeah.
I can imagine you giving up the window seat.
I won't.
What if I want a window seat?
But you won't.
I'll fight you for it.
Also, when it comes to sleeping, apparently the middle of the plane on the left-hand side is the best place to do it, because the windows are out of alignment, which means you're not putting your head on the window, you're putting it on the bit in between the windows.
Oh, that's
so you
good.
Can sleep better.
Oh.
Tip. Right, where's the exit there? Should we go right near that exit?
Once we get off quickly.
Yes.
Yeah, and get on quite easily as well.
Yes. Are we going to go for those?
Yeah, sounds good.
We're going to chance it.
Chance what?
The only reason there'll be an issue is if the person in between us is like, no, I love the middle seat. It's more than likely that the random seats are going to be in the middle than at the sides. Even if you're a single person, until the moment that the whole plane is full, you're going to select a window or a aisle. Yeah,
fair enough.
But so if we do that, it means that even if we do get someone in the middle, it's not a big deal. We'll just be like, I think
we're more likely to lose our window seat though than our aisle seat.
No, you'll just say,
I'll say, how do you mind if I sit there? So we must have confused it.
Make a plan before you go.
We'll record.
So I obviously will sit in the window seat.
We'll record it regardless and
hope for the best.
Hopefully it'll be an exciting, riveting adventure.
Okay, so on the menu you have different types of menu, not necessarily the actual food itself, but it tells you what type of menu. So if you're gluten-free or lactose intolerant or any of that, you have things like kosher menu, and then you have Muslim menu. I mean, does it mean they serve Muslim to eat? Like they're like, oh, here's some Muslim.
This got weird quick.
Ooh. Our menus consist of up to 2 meals with wine, beer or mineral water included. It's going to be
one of those tiny little stubbies, isn't it? To just get plastered.
Yeah, so best thing to do is get wine or beer, because water we'll be able to get for free. That's another tip I found. Not taking credit for this, but if you cannot go through security with a bottle of water that has water in it, but you can take a bottle. And then once you're through security, you can then fill it up in either the fountains or go to one of the little coffee places and be like, oh, excuse me, sorry, can you fill up my bottle, please? Thanks so much. And then that means you have free water, which it should be always. Are we taking any ski equipment?
No.
What about golf equipment?
No.
No. And now I need to put my stuff in. So my card number is 8. Oh, no, I'm just kidding.
It's funny weird that you know it off by heart.
I know my card number off by heart. I know everything off by heart because it means that if you lose your card, you can quickly make some payments before you cancel it. Or if it means you haven't got it on you or whatever the reason. Highly recommend it, especially if you're booking flights a lot. Confirm and pay. Yeah, it's done.
My God.
Your reservation is confirmed. We're going Singapore. Ni hao.
Ni hao.
Ni hao, Singapore. Then you've got
Vanakam.
Vanakam.
I think we did it quite well. Doesn't really matter.
Good day. Selamat siang.
Okay, cool. That's a bit more.
That's better.
Selamat siang.
Selamat siang.